Klingler here, and I want to talk with you about Udimi. We're getting an incredible result right now at the time of this recording, which is June 12th, and just testing this out for growing Unifii. Unifii is in pre-launch at the time of this recording. I suspect that Udimi and solo ads are going to be very effective for at least the next 6 weeks and possibly up to 3 to 4 months. And then they'll still be effective after that. But during this golden time, those who plug into solo ads have the potential to do extraordinarily well. Why? Because it reaches business opportunity seekers. They speak a different language. They usually already have marketing experience. They usually already have email lists and the know-how to make things go once they see the big picture. And they'll be very excited to learn about Unifii during pre-launch and even over the next couple of months in early launch when they understand the magnitude of it. So huge opportunity here, and the results that we're seeing so far are pretty incredible. In a minute, I'm going to take you through how to set up a solo ad. If you've just signed up with Unifii and you're on our team and you're using our funnel, our marketing funnel, and you want to make it go fast, you want to make it happen now, I'm going to show you how to do that, how to set up a solo ad. We also have co-op opportunities, but I really encourage you to venture out there on your own in addition to that if you're in part of our co-op, and learn how to do this on your own. So set up a small ad. You can start with a pretty low budget. Now, if you have to do free leads, let me just back up. I'm going to come back to that. If you have to do free leads, we have a system where we give you the marketing funnel, and I produce YouTube videos for you that you can post on your channel, and then you can put a link. You see down here under this video, I give you the video, I show you what to say, the headlines, everything. You can generate free leads and drive them to the funnel that we give you. When people opt in, you get notified. You see all these notifications. Some of these are free leads, some of these are from the solo ads, and you can do that option. But here's the thing, I'm not going to go into that in detail right now, but if you plug into our system, this is one of the things you get to do. But you have to also create your own unique content. If you have a brand new YouTube channel and you've never created content for it before, just posting my videos only won't be enough to generate a lot of leads. But we teach you how to use my video content, and I teach you what I'm doing, and I teach you strategies and all kinds of stuff that I know how to do to generate a lot of free leads. So if you're completely broke and you can't do advertising, or you have downline who are broke and they want to plug into this incredible opportunity and get the spillover teamwork advantage, being on our team with master marketers, huge opportunities here with Unifii. They can start contributing by doing the YouTube strategy and using my content. Initially, they can use all my content, then we'll slowly be showing them how to create some of their own unique content. They don't have to be in the video if they're introverted, don't like to be seen, and even if they don't like their own voice on video, while we encourage them to start incorporating that, and we notice that people who are fearful of it start to grow into having the confidence when they're part of a team that's having success and they're seeing spillover, they start to become very confident, and I'm giving them all the strategies and tips and giving them content to fill in the gaps. We notice that people do step up and fill in. I just want you to know there is an incredible opportunity here across the board, including us helping you generate free leads, so everybody can participate. But right now I'm going to come back and focus on Udimi. I'll show you and walk you through how to set up Udimi and how to set up a solo ad. I really encourage you, if you've just gotten started with Unifii and maybe you don't have a funnel yet, I'm going to show you how to, where to go to get that funnel from us, that marketing funnel, so you can start driving traffic to it with solo ads or the free method or both. I'm going to go through all of that. And I'm going to show you how to set up a solo ad and get this going, but I want to talk about the results I've gotten so far. I want to talk about why this is so exciting. For those of you who aren't master marketers, I want to explain why now is such an incredible time to use solo ads. If you're brand new to Unifii, like I was saying, listen carefully, because this is the stuff that dreams are made of. Unifii is in pre-launch at the time of this recording, even during the first couple of months after they launch. And again, I'm recording this on June 12th. To give you kind of some perspective on what I'm talking about. Even though over the next couple of months, our goal is to saturate solo ads, meaning to have so many of us, and those can be people on your team, if you get in now and you start applying what I'm showing you with free leads, using our YouTube strategy, but also if you want to make it happen faster, using the solo ads, and you're getting the spillover effect, because we're going to put our marketing energy into the people who are taking action. You can get a lot of people in your group, in your organization, who are duplicating the solo ad process, and collectively as a team we can be saturating solo ads as a marketplace. And there's millions of business opportunity seekers out there. They're going to love the Unifii opportunity when they see it because of what Unifii is. The product stands on its own. and I'm not going to go into all that in this video. I'm assuming you're already tied into that. And if you're not, you need to catch up on other videos and future emails we send out. I want to keep this focused on how to seize the day with solo ads to get immediate results. So I'm going to show you how to set up an ad. Let me talk a little bit more about results. By the way, when you see these figures in my back office, this is not representative of what you're going to earn. Your results and what you earn is dependent on what you produce and what your team together with your efforts produce in your organization. What this also does not signify what I'm earning. So this is not any reference to my earnings or anything like that. This is just for helping us understand what we could earn, how the compensation plan works if everyone was to purchase an organization. But again, your earnings have nothing to do with this. I just want you to understand that. But it does represent the growth that I've had in my organization through systems, through using this Unifii pre-launch funnel. Everyone right now can get in line to get a free funnel from us, but after Unifii launches here in a week or so, it's no longer going to be free to get a funnel because it's going to be a much more comprehensive funnel, and it costs our team time, which means us money, to be able to scale up. So we need people to pay a little something, but it's only $100 every 3 months to be able to use this funnel and get all of our training and everything. And during pre-launch, it's free to get a funnel. And in fact, if the person referred you here and you're completely broke, you can ask about free funnels. We might be able to have special opportunities for people in the future to get free funnels. So don't think you're completely excluded. It's just the line's probably going to get so ridiculously long, and we obviously need to give preference to those that are helping pay for the team that builds these funnels. But if you're completely broke and you love the opportunity and you see what's going on, certainly you can request a free funnel and get in line for that. But only $100 every 3 months to upgrade to Pro member. You jump to the front of the line and we build you a funnel within 48 hours and you're off and running. The reason why I'm able to have big growth, and again, this isn't representative of what I'm going to earn. This is if everyone were to purchase. This is only for educational purposes to see how the compensation plan works. But it does show the growth. And if I were to show you my organization, it's huge. Already about 2,000 people in my organization, and I just got started 2.5 weeks ago, and I didn't even start right away. So that shows you how powerful a system is. And we're giving you the same system that I'm using. We're seeing massive duplication in our group, and people at different growth levels and so forth. But because they have the marketing funnel, and because we're showing them how to get free advertising, and because we're showing them how to use things like Udimi with solo ads, which I'm going to show you in a minute, people are duplicating. So it's not just the phenomenal opportunity that Unifii provides, but it's also the phenomenal opportunity of having master marketers provide you with the tools and everything in a way that no one's ever seen before. Everyone who comes into our group that's been in the industry for a long time say they've never seen support like this. They've never seen anything like it, and I have not either. We're doing that because we're very serious about seizing this opportunity, and for us to be able to accomplish extraordinary goals, we have to have a lot of people accomplish their goals. So understand that all of this growth, like if I were to click down, about 2,000 people have come into the organization so far, and I started a little over 2 weeks ago. All of this growth is, all this spillover that's happening, that's benefiting everybody, is because of the system. And we're giving you that same system. So while your results will vary from mine, because you have the system and because you're working with a team collectively that are duplicating the process, and because the compensation plan with Unifii offers teamwork synergy where there's spillover, the collective effort and everyone utilizing these simple tools and systems creates an incredible potential for growth for anyone who plugs in. That's what I want to help you understand. And like, for example, here's another organization over here. This is a new position. When you enroll 10 people, which is easy to do, for example, with solo ads, like I turned on my first solo ad and I already have 78 people that came in. I'll talk about those results in a minute. When you get just 10 signups, you get a free position, and you get to sign up that free position underneath you and then build underneath that. So you're basically getting double pay on the compensation plan. And anyway, this is one of the free positions that someone in my organization signed up, Rima, and I just did a solo ad for this position to test it out. And we help people out that are action takers. She's a huge contributor to the organization. We look for people that are putting a lot of effort in, and we help them out. We do that as a team. If you're not getting spillover and help from us now, if you're part of the team for a couple of months down the road, we're gonna fill in the matrix and work our tails off to help you. Just understand that. It might not happen now, might not happen next week, but that is what we're focused on over the next 3 to 6 months, is making sure we fill up this matrix. But anyway, she's somebody that contributes a lot. So when I tested some solo ads, I put it under one of her re-entry positions. So this position just signed up. See if it says here, like 2 days ago. And already you can see how many levels it goes down and filling up the matrix. And this was all from solo ads. And these people just came in within the last day. So obviously they haven't even had time to duplicate yet. So you can see it goes down like, what's that, 3 levels? 1, and then Jean 2, it's a second level in a 3x3, 3 levels. Is that 4 levels? I think that's 4 levels filled up. Am I right on that? That's amazing in one day. 1, 2, yeah, I think it's 4 levels. If I'm wrong, it's 3 levels. It's a lot of people coming in. In fact, the solo ad brought in over 78 people, I believe, at this time, but it's not even finished. I have 2 ads running. It's not even finished yet. And some of them I directed to another position. You got to understand, by the way, I'm going to back up and say, when we have the collective group doing this, the spillover is insane. Like, you got to understand what's going on here. Oh boy, it is so hard to convey sometimes when you have the experience of, that I do for decades in the industry. When you see something so compelling, it's hard to convey how this is the time to take massive action. I'm telling you. Anyway, it's working is the point. Let's talk a little bit more about the results, and then I'll show you how to set up a solo ad. Oh, at the end of this, I am going to talk a little bit for those of you who are new about how to plug in, like how to get a funnel, where do you go to get to duplicating, what the difference between the VIP group versus the Unifii team builder group, these kinds of things. And also just wanted to show you over here, and then I'm going to close my email out. All of these are notifications. Every time someone comes into my system, either from the free leads, and you have the same system, or from the solo ad leads, I get notified. And so all of these are notifications that came in. You can see this is today. Most of these are from the solo ads, and then Monday, and it goes on and on and on. It's crazy. Just wanted to show you that. Like, this process is working insanely well. And you guys can plug in. And because of spillover, you can benefit from the team synergy and effort. Okay. Let's focus in. I'm gonna close with this. I want you to know, for those of you who just came into all this, because I know some of you actually came from the solo ads in the last day or even hours, and you don't know what's going on yet. So I'm gonna plug you in and get you duplicating and understanding what your next step is. I'll end with that, but I want to now focus. I'm just gonna go ahead and close this. I talked about the free leads we generate with YouTube for those that are broke. I talked about the system that you can get, and I'll show you how to get that at the end of this. Let's now talk about Udimi. There's going to be a link. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's going to be a link. There'll be 2 links. One for those that are brand spanking new to this and aren't signed up yet to go into our funnel. You can see that link underneath this video. But the other link will take you to Udimi. And those of you that are already signed up with Unifii in our group, whether you did it just recently or you've been in with us for about 2 weeks, and you want to get signed up into Udimi right away, you'll see a link under this video that allows you to do that, and then you can get an affiliate link. And I want you sign up free. You don't have to buy the ads to get the affiliate link. And I want you to get that affiliate link because if you do duplicate our YouTube strategy, I want you to make some referral commissions with Udimi. And people will find your YouTube account and they'll be listening to this video, and you have your link underneath, and you can duplicate the process and get some referrals from Udimi. So get your affiliate link. And also, those of you that are using our system, they either are or will be using our funnel, the funnel I just showed you that are generating all the leads. We're going to incorporate into the system the solo ads with Udimi, and we'll be putting your referral link in there so you can get some commissions ongoingly as people just come into your system anyway. Okay, so get your affiliate link. It's free. Get that done. So you have it. Now, let's talk about how to set up a solo ad. And I'll talk a little bit more about my results as I do this. So when you first come in, again, the link is underneath this video, and if you're watching this somewhere else and you can't find the link, just get back to the person who referred you and they'll give you their link. When you first come in, you want to go to, let's see here. By the way, the link is up here for affiliates. You want to first get your affiliate link. I want you to have that. So that's right here. You just copy it, save that somewhere because you'll need that later. So you can start generating some commissions as you post this YouTube video on your account. And again, in our funnel, we'll need your affiliate link. We'll ask for it later when we're building the more permanent funnels. And it'll just be another income stream for you as people duplicate this process of building Unifii. So get that. Second step, though, is setting up your solo ads. And the way that you do that, In fact, I would encourage you to watch some of these videos. So go to home.
To make a purchase, go to the fund.
Go home to the home section. When you first log in, I think that's where you end up. And then click on this play button. And it kind of walks you through what to do. Well, go ahead and watch that. Take it in.
To make a purchase,
it's really easy.
Go to the Find Sellers tab.
Find Sellers
Filter
up here.
your search results and select the best seller.
So I'll let you watch that video. It's over in seconds. So you go to Find Sellers is what it's saying. Boom. So I'm clicking Find Sellers. It's up here. You can see my cursor at the top. Click Find Sellers. And then, as it was saying, you filter what you want to do. And so you start over here when you do the filter process. Oh, and the filter process is going to be showing you the vendors in Udemy who offer the service of, if you don't know what a solo ad is, allow you to advertise with them. And what they do is they email out their list with a little ad, and that brings you clicks, and you're paying for clicks. And then a percentage of those clicks are they're gonna go to your funnel that we give you, the marketing funnel, and they're gonna opt in. And that's what I was showing you from my email. Remember I showed you all those contacts? A lot of those came in from the solo ad because people clicked on the ad and then they filled out that opt-in form, and then a percentage of them are gonna go to the next step, which is to sign up in Unifii. And again, I've had a lot of signups. I've had 78 signups. In fact, let me back up and go look at my results so you understand what's going on in terms of results so far. And remember that my results won't necessarily be your results. I'll give you my ad copy, but things change, and vendors might do really well one time and not well the next. And I don't even want to tell you the vendors that I'm using, because if I do and 100 people use that vendor, it will saturate that vendor. So I want to keep this kind of an organic process where you guys sort. I'm going to show you how to sort and filter for the vendor of your choice that you test on your own. Because again, if I tell you the vendor I'm using in here, it could saturate that, and then people are going to keep doing the one I suggest, and it will not bring them good results. So I'm going to show you how to choose a vendor, and I'm going to give you the ad copy that I'm using. The other thing I want to mention is when I show you the ad copy I'm using, it will be really effective during pre-launch, but it will not be effective after pre-launch. So I'm recording this on June 12th, so you're going to need to modify that or ask us in our groups, what copy are we using now when you're doing solo ads? If you find this video, there'll be different copy in about a week or two when Unifii launches that we're going to use for the next couple of months as we aim as a group to saturate the entire solo ad industry. And by the way, once we saturate the entire solo ad industry, we'll then move on to Facebook, YouTube, Google, AdWords, and of course, there'll continue to be the free methods, which are fantastic and really high quality leads as well, using YouTube that I show you how to do. It'll be endless. Like, we're going to grow this company for years to come. Okay, so let me show you my results real quick, then I'll come back and walk you through this process. So I'm just getting used to this myself. I haven't done solo ads for over 15 years. My expertise has been in Facebook ads, but this is easy, and the results are pretty amazing. So I'm going to go to my solos. These are the ones that I've already done. So what you can see here is this one delivered. So I started this, or this one was started to be delivered on the 11th of June, and today is the 12th. So I just started this. And it was delivered within 18 hours, and it says 101% delivery. So he delivered 6. It says 506 out of 500 over here. So he a little bit over delivered. And between that one and this one, I didn't really want to show you I'm not going to recommend you use the same vendor I do, because people watching this video, like hundreds of you doing it, the same guy, it's going to saturate them. So I suggest you use a different vendor. I mean, you can test it, but I'm not going to recommend you use the same vendor I did. I think you understand why. And then here, 22% delivered. And out of that, I've had 78 signups into Unifii. And let me put that into perspective. I've spent my entire life building a list, using systems. I have a huge email list. I have a huge following. And when I promoted Unifii, I got like 400 signups. And that represents like 20 years of marketing experience, 20 years of effort, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of valuable marketing, in place that allowed me to do that. You have 400 signups in Unifii. And yet I was able to just drop like so far about $500, and I already got like 78 signups. It puts into perspective, like, that's crazy, these results. It took me 20 years to build the email list and the network and everything to get 400 signups in Unifii, and yet it only took me like 15 minutes of my time to use these solo ads to already get 78 signups, and it's not even done being delivered yet. Well, my point is, like, this is insanely high leveraging and a shortcut massively to get massive results. But again, it's because Unifii is in pre-launch, and even over the next 3 months while it's in launch, it'll be very appealing to the business op community. And so there's a special moment, like between June in September, this is going to be a sweet primo time. Now, even after that, for the next 6 months, it'll still be amazing. It won't be fully saturated for like 9 months or more. And then we'll move into other huge audiences. But right now, man, this is a sweet time. But I want you to understand, like, certain vendors might get saturated. Like Udimi eventually could get saturated. There's other solo ad locations for you to duplicate this on, and we'll keep supporting you with that and showing you what we're doing. Right now, though, this is a primo spot, and I think it will be for at least a couple more months. Okay. Your results will vary from mine. My results tomorrow could be different from my results today. Again, I'll show you my ad copy, but just keep that in mind. It's a test and a trial, and sometimes great results, sometimes okay, that kind of thing. That's just the way it works. And again, I'm going to show you how to set one up in a second, but I want you to understand like every detail and nuance of what's going on, and not think I said something that I didn't actually say in terms of like I'm not guaranteeing any results or anything like that. Don't get mad at me if you get bad results. Like, this is business. I'm showing you what I'm doing. I could do an ad tomorrow and it get bombs, and I would just do another one and another vendor in here, and it could do well. Like, this is the way it is. But I am impressed beyond description with the results so far. And I also, other people have been testing Udimi and getting about the same results I am. So I'm very impressed so far. Okay. So this one delivered 101%. This one's 22%. I've gotten about 78 signups so far. I don't know how many leads I got. It seems like it's about 250. I didn't count them all, but I showed you some that were ending up in my email box. And I know from the increase, it was over 200 leads. And so what that tells me is a lot of the leads that came in through my opt-in form with our funnel are going to sign up into Udimi too. And so I'm going to get a lot more than 78 signups when this is all said and done. So that comes out to about $6. 78 signups for $500 spent so far comes out to about $6 and something cents a lead. Not a lead, a sign up into Unifii. That's really, really good. And per lead, I don't know what that came down to, $2 and something, I think, when I did the math per lead. Could it be better? Yeah, I guess, but the leads are so good because these are business op leads. These are people who know how to duplicate, a lot of them, and people who understand marketing and already have a marketing network in place. So kind of an amazing situation, to say the least, which is why I'm sharing this with such enthusiasm. Okay, so let's go now show those of you who want to do your own solo ad how to do it. And bear with me here because the first time I ever used this interface was yesterday. So I'm going home. Again, I encourage you to watch this little short video. It's extremely short. It's basically telling you to do is come up here to find sellers. This is where I was walking you through before. And then we do like a filter. So in this filter, we choose when you wish to start the solo ad. In 24 hours, in 48 hours, 3 days. Now, the shorter time period you give, maybe the less options that come up. But you need to keep in mind, this is June 12th. Unifii is going to launch soon. And there's kind of a special moment for those that happen to be here during pre-launch. Obviously, you'd want to, the ad copy, everything I'm giving you is for pre-launch. So keep that in mind when you're choosing this, because Unifii is going to launch soon. So right now you might select something shorter range in, like 3 days or 4 days, no more than that. Whereas, and as it gets closer to Unifii launch date, we don't know the exact date yet, but when you do, like, keep that in mind, that the ads that I give you aren't going to be apply after pre-launch. I'm going to give you different ad copy in our, training, Facebook training group after launch. So keep that in mind. But let's just say 3 days from now. Again, the further out you go, the more search results will come up. Then the second filter is this one here, the second button here. It says 500 right now. It says minimal quantity of visitors the seller is able to give you within 100 hours. So this kind of gives you an idea like what the limitations might be in terms of the vendor giving you clicks. And a lot of you aren't going to know what you want to do, so you're going to play with these filters, just going to see what you come up with. But I'm going to go ahead and just start with 500 clicks. You could, if you again want to spend less money, you might say 50 visitors. If you want to really go for it, you'd say 1,000 visitors. Okay, here's the price you're willing to pay. Now, obviously, if you pay less, that could mean that the vendor is not as good in terms of quality. If you're willing to pay more, it could mean that the vendor is better, has higher quality, or it could just mean they're psyching you out. Like if I was a vendor and I'm marketing and I had okay leads, I might charge 95 cents to make you think that they're high quality. That's not really my style, which is I'm not in that business, but If I was the type of person to want to sell leads, I have a feeling some people probably operate that way. I kind of go in the middle, right? Like I think I chose 50 cents to, I'm willing to pay 50 cents to, like 80 cents. That was kind of the range that I filtered for. But you could try other ones. You could try between 35 cents. You'll notice someone else popped up there that didn't before. So I'm gonna choose 50 cents to 80 cents. You could choose 40 cents. Like nobody knows like what's going on there. There could be someone with great leads charging 40 cents. This is kind of what, let's see what, I'd probably go for 75 cents. Probably do, yeah, 45 cents to 75 cents. But again, it's your call. But I think you can see why I might pick that range. It's kind of in the middle. And then over here, it's saying, if I see only sellers who have generated sales for customers in 100 latest solos. So I don't know exactly how they're tracking that, and I don't know if that can, if they can mess with that stat, but this is, showing you who got the most sales, which vendors actually produced the most sales, and that's not opt-ins, that's sales. So again, I'm not sure how they're tracking that. I think they have, some of them have trackers, but you'll notice if I choose 10%, in other words, they've only produced like 10, I guess that's who have generated sales. So I'm not sure exactly what this means, but it has to do with who's getting more sales, apparently. And so if you choose a lower amount of sales, you're going to get more vendors. If you make the requirement, well, I want to go with a vendor that's done really well with sales, so it's 70%, no one came up. So I'm really not sure where you should put this. Like, again, I'm getting great results. I don't know all the details. I don't think you need to know all the details. I just know this has to do with, it could be something they can manipulate. I don't know, but this has to do with what the system thinks, how well the system here thinks they did with sales. So let's put it 30% and go with that. But again, you're going to get more results if you go with the lower amount. Let's look at this last one. It's saying like how many ratings the vendor got. So kind of tells you how much they've been around here. 0 ratings are probably brand new. Looks like there's nobody with 0 ratings. I would go with like at least 100 or more ratings. So now down here, so then it gives you your options. And then down here it says other sellers with broader search parameters. So if you feel like there isn't enough options here, or if you feel like everyone might be hitting these vendors in our group, you might want to go down here and click this, and you broaden your search results. And you can start looking through these, and it's going to go outside your parameters apparently, and you got a lot more options to choose from. It's really just testing. You can reach out to them and try to communicate with them. Let me see if I can show you that. Like these say promoted. Notice that this means it's an advertisement. Let's go ahead and click on one of these and see if you can communicate with them. Let's click on this one. He charges 38 cents. Let's go here, read what it says. And you'll notice it already loads in like text that I've used. And I'm gonna show you text that you should use. I put my name in here, but you certainly don't need to. I'll come back to the text copy in a minute, but just read this. I'm back with fresh, high quality, top tier subscribers ready for your offers. 90% T1 minimum. So that means 90% are delivered like in the United States, and I think Europe and Australia. That's what tier 1 means, T1. And plus 20% over delivery. So sounds good. Could be worth giving a shot. Here it says when he's available on schedule. You could click over here and click in here and look at the calendar if you wanted to choose a day. So it shows on his calendar locked, sold out, locked, and this one's available. Understand that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are typically the best days to promote. But again, that's not the only thing you should consider because, for example, the time that I'm recording this, Unifii is going to launch pretty soon. So kind of just want to get it out there at this point. But after launch, try to aim for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but you can test other days as well. It doesn't necessarily mean just because that's the typical trend doesn't mean that that's going to be always the case. And there could be other variables involved, like maybe everyone's getting hit on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and maybe hardly anyone's promoting on Friday. Therefore, because there's less people being promoted to on Friday, could end up having better results. You got to test those kinds of things to really know the answers. I just want to tell you what industry standard thinking is. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is typically considered best. Okay, so if you were going to go, let's see if you can communicate with them. Over here was messages. I'm trying to see, add to favorites. I'm not seeing where you can communicate with him. You guys might be able to find that. I'm not really good sometimes with these interfaces. I started communicating with a couple people. I'm gonna go to messages. So not sure, maybe you can search his name. You could try that, but I did start communicating with some of them, something you could try to do. I want to stay focused on how to set up the ad. Let's say you were going to go with him. Right now it's set at June 15th. There's these filters. The first filter is, it looks like this guy's only able to deliver up to 100 visitors. If you wanted less, you'd put it all the way down to 50. Some of them are able to do a lot more. So that might be one of the parameters that when we were searching, the reason why we didn't probably get a lot of results in our search is because I had set it at 500. It looks like a lot of them might be able to, deliver a lot less, like he delivers up to 100 visitors at a time. Now, maybe if I look at other dates, that changes. That doesn't seem to. So it seems like he has his set at 100 visitors as his limit. So just remember, different vendors have different limits, but most of you might want to just test with a small amount anyway, so it might be good to go with him. He's only charging 38 cents. And you can select a low number of visitors. And then here's what I recommend you put for something like this in your text. Launching in days. You could say like solid opportunity or solid company, filling the matrix. Something like this. That's one headline you could choose, or just launching in days. By the way, this text only works during pre-launch. After pre-launch, check with us about the text you want to use in these solo ads. Launching in days, master marketers. Here's another one you can use. I don't want you all to use the same text. Let me give you a couple examples. Master marketers filling the matrix. Again, business op people understand this language even if you don't. And then down here we have crypto signal / financial education, immediate gains potential with long-term capability, or you could say long-term growth capacity, grab free position at pre-launch, benefit from master marketer, spillover, take out my name, grab free position during pre-launch now. And then you would highlight this, and this would be, you hit this little link tab, and that's where you'd be entering your funnel that we built for you. Okay? Now there's other filters here. There's the base filter, and then there's the prime filter, and this says use prime filter on this solo. Each click will go another round of advanced clearance with filter that is available for prime members only. I don't expect quality increase 34%. I don't really know what that means. Like, some of you might know more. I just know when you click on this, it shows the price going up, but when I read that, it makes it sound like you have to like be a prime member in some other way. So I clicked it. To be honest, you can do your own research if you want to. I don't understand why it reads that way, and it's something that I need to find out. But one thing about me, guys, and let this be a lesson to you, I do not wait to understand everything perfectly before I move forward, and that's why I do extraordinarily well. I get just enough knowledge to do extraordinarily well. So one thing I'm confused about on this that I want to go over with you, says each click will go to another round of advanced clearance with filters. So it's just saying you're going to get better results, but we don't really understand why. And then it says that is available for prime members only. So does that mean when you click this filter, you're a prime member? Or does it mean you need to pay somewhere else more? I don't know. I know when I click it, it's saying it possibly let me get better results. It charged me a little bit more, so I clicked it. You guys can maybe, if you're really concerned about this stuff, you can contact them and you can ask them, do you need to pay more somewhere else and be a prime member to click that or what have you? They have a help chat right here, contact support. Again, I'm in a rush to get as many of these solo ads going as possible for myself. So I don't worry myself with it. I just click it. And then over here, because I don't know why they would charge you more if it's not going to benefit you. That would be extremely strange. So I'm assuming this means if you click it, you're a prime member. If I'm wrong, so be it. Only top tier. So this is saying you will receive, if you click this, which I do, you will receive only visitors from the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. It's 10 cents per visitor. The only thing I'm confused about, and you'll notice that increased the price as well. So you may want to contact them and say, look, you're saying that this says high quality top tier subscribers ready for your offers, 90% T1 minimum, means 90% tier 1. So do I need to click this, or does he already only just serve most of it to tier 1? So You might want to, again, find a way to contact them. I showed you how to go to messages. We can search his name. I'm going to try to see if that works in a minute. And find that out. Again, don't not do this just because you don't have all the answers. Start testing as you go forward is my recommendation. It's about getting things going as you learn and not trying to figure it all out before you do it. 1 second here. Okay. Only mobile, I wouldn't click that. No mobile, sometimes I consider clicking it because going only to desktop, I think you might have people's attention better, but I don't always click it. It's up to you. And then you just hit add to cart, and you're off and running. Okay, so that's how you set up a solo ad. Now let's go see how to contact Gary. I mentioned, I think you can go search for him and you can ask these questions. You could also go to support and ask some of these questions like, hey, Gary Writing says that 90% of his leads are tier 1, going to, the United States, UK, Canada, Australia, English-speaking countries. But I see the option, you could ask, to click a filter where I pay 10 cents more per visitor. Singapore is also on that list. Do I really need to click that when he already says that's what he offers? Why pay more if that's what he's already offering? Could be a question you ask. I take it to mean 90% is already tier 1. If you click this, you're paying a lot more, 10 cents more per visitor to get 100%, which may not be worth it. Again, contact support if you need that clarification. I try not to overthink and overanalyze if it's going to impede me moving forward. So these are questions that I'm going to be asking support and learning as I go along. But getting set up and going as you're learning, I think, is key and a big lesson for those that want to succeed big fast. Up to you on how much you want to overanalyze and know every nook and cranny before you move forward. Showing you what I know, it's working no matter which filters you click or don't click. I've tested a couple, on one of the ads I tested not clicking this. On the other ad, I clicked it. They both seem to be getting about the same results. For you to test and figure out as you go along. Again, I'm just showing you what I know and it's working extraordinarily well. Let's go see if I can go contact Gary Writing. Going to messages. I'm going to hit search. I'm going to search his name. Yes. So that's how you can contact him if you want to get some of the questions answered on those questions, your answers on those kinds of questions. You can also go to help desk and submit the question there. Contact support, yeah, contact Marina, and they have reached out to me, so they are there. Okay, that's how you set up a solo ad. I had mentioned that I was going to show you how to plug in if you're new to our team, get a funnel, etc. You want to go to Unifii Team Builder. That's UNIFII Team Builder. You would search that at Facebook. So you go to facebook.com and you would search Unifii Team Builder, UNIFII space team space builder, and then you see it come up here. Over 18,000 members, that's how you know it's us. You click on that. You need to add yourself to the group. You need to request to be added. I don't see that link here because I'm already added. And then you'll see, you'll join, it'll say 2 people want to join, and people like me who are moderators will come here and will approve you and let you in. You need to get into this group fast if you're not already in here. Once you're in the Unifii Team Builder group, you'll want to go to the pinned post. Pinned post is at the top of the page. It's always at the top. If you're on your phone, it might be a little link you got to click on that says announcements or something funky. If this is clicked, you won't see the pinned post very easily. Well, sometimes you can't see it very easy. You need to look at the top. It's always different views, but it might say announcements or something. You need to click around, figure it out. But usually on my desktop and laptop, I just see it like this. It's this thing at the top, the post at the top. And then you need to hit this little link here, continue reading, to open the whole darn thing up. Boom, got to do that. And this is going to walk you through step 1, watch getting started video, and it has a link. Step 2, make sure you know who your sponsor is, tell you how to do that. Step 3, make sure you get added to the Unifii Team Builder group, probably already in here it says, and the Unifii Nation group. That's a secret group that we also want you to get added to. You need to reach out to your sponsor to add you. They need to be friends with you on Facebook to be able to add you, so it's a little tricky. Really important to get in there. Step 4, get a Unifii pre-launch funnel. See orientation video in step 1, figure out how to do that. It gives you the email and everything, all instructions to do that. Get your funnel, get it as soon as you can. Step 5, promote your funnel. Talks about how to do that. Doesn't mention the solo ads, just talks about the free method. Solo ads are rocking, so I'm adding that to the list. Step 6, study the Unifii site and listen to the recorded corporate calls. Guys, learn about Unifii so you get excited, so you see the long-term potential and the values behind it, and the experience and expertise and how cool the products are going to be and the vision that goes beyond crypto. I don't want to go on into it right now. I want you guys to get excited about this. You got to take these steps. You got to plug in. You got to pay attention. It's not going to happen. That's how you make the big bucks. Step 7, important. Plug your new Unifii signups that are coming in through your funnel into this group and into Unifii Nation. Make sure they read this post and watch the orientation video, etc., etc. Get duplication going. And again, if you click this video and you watch this video, you're going to hear
Everybody, this is Mike
me
Klingler.
again,
I welcome you to the Unifii.
walking you through it. Really important to do this, guys. Follow the steps, and you're going to do extraordinarily well. I highly encourage people with a little extra money to consider setting up a solo ad. Test it. Don't get discouraged if you don't get results the first time. Just test a different one, and get some serious growth going. When you do it, people in your organization are going to be more apt to do it. I'm literally sending follow-up emails and messages to my new Unifii subscribers that come into my funnel, even if they didn't take the next step and sign up into Unifii yet, saying, hey, look, here's how you do solo ads. To get their attention, say, this is urgent. This deserves your attention. I'm sharing those emails with you guys in the group so you can modify that slightly with your links. You can earn some affiliate commissions with your Udimi Solo ad referral link that you're going to get, and just replace your, my link with your link when I give you those emails. I'm showing you how to do all this and duplicate all this. You can get free leads with the YouTube system. You can use solo ads to jump start this thing, which I really encourage you to do if you can. And then if you're doing this stuff, you're going to be getting leads coming into your funnel, and then they can start duplicating that process. Plug them in, communicate with them. Guys, extraordinary opportunity. I hope this was helpful. I hope you'll take the next step and set up some solo ads to get a huge jump on the growth of your business with Unifii. We're going to saturate the solo ad industry. It goes beyond just Udemy. There's other resources we'll plug you into, but this one's an awesome, easy one. And once we saturate the entire business op industry within a few months, probably 6 months totally to get it fully saturated, we're going to move into Google AdWords, Outbrain advertising, Facebook ads. But Mike, you can't say cryptocurrency. We have ways around that. We talked to the representatives and they encouraged us to still do it. And then YouTube advertising, we're going to just dominate. And then when we have over 1 million people in an organization, we'll just be bouncing around from hotel to hotel throughout the world, empowering people with, what this company is all about in terms of financial education to empower people to step out of being run over and bulldozed over, by the rigged economy. Because when you're educated and you know how to tap in to opportunities that this company is teaching about, and to be financially empowered, with money markets and how to leverage exponential growth. And it's not just crypto, going even beyond that. When you understand what this company is offering from a product, education, empowerment perspective, you realize this is something really to get behind and stand behind, and that you're going to be building with for a very, very, very long time, years down the road. But now is a huge opportunity to build that early network and get spillover by working with your teams, showing that you're taking action, following through, duplicating. Start with a solo ad. I think you're going to be impressed. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.